Alrighty, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the amount of deals that are on on the screen right now, we have Underworld offers, which means Season 4 portal is open. And oh, is that something new I see there? Yep, you guys got it right. There are going to be Season 4 costumes that are finally going to be appearing in people's rosters. So I somehow predicted it correctly, but I'm pretty sure it was already a known fact before the portal was coming out that there were going to be 4 new costumes. So let's have a look at them. I'm going to be comparing them with the original costumes. The original site that they have, and then we'll just talk about some of them here. So let's look at the first one, Elizabeth. Now, when Elizabeth first came out, she was likened to being the Red Telluria. 175% damage to all enemies. Almost negligible damage at this stage. Summons a Spider Fiend, so that was basically eating up what do you call it? Eating up basically the health, and then eating up the health gain that they would need before this. So it was basically absorbing 28% of any heal that was happening to them before they would actually heal the target. And then they gave negative mana generation, which means at that time mana generation at that point was really good as a tank. If you're giving mana degen to everybody, it was really good at that point. Her being a monk as well, she was able to negate quite a few things as well. So now she is a wizard, so she's going to be dealing more damage in terms of the number of buffs that are on heroes, but she's losing out on that monk survivability. One thing I want to note though, before I continue, the costume bonus now is giving 5% mana bonus, which means it's better than the Season 2 ones. The Season 2s are only given 1% mana bonus. This is similar to the Season 3 heroes, which means she is now able to fire, instead of 3 normal raid matches, she will be able to fire in 8 tiles with the proper magic troop. Level 29 magic troop, she'll be able to fire in 8 tiles, which at some point in your raids, she will fire in 2 Red Dragon matches. So why does that matter? Well, games are pretty fast now. Right now, the least amount of permutated matches that you can do in a board, the better it is, the more you can fire your heroes. So let's see what's the difference here. Deals 165% damage to all enemies. Summons a Spider Fiend for all enemies. The Fiend damages his target with 41% attack every turn. The Spider Fiend absorbs healing. It disappears after absorbing a healing amount equal to 40% of its target's max health. When summoned, the Spider Fiend gives negative 28% mana generation for its owner. For as long as the owner has Spider Fiends, this effect can't be cleansed. So, and this is going to be a recurring trend as we talk about these heroes. It's all basically rebalanced, I would say, or changes in the numbers, basically to make this somewhat an entirely new hero, which I believe is potentially one of the worst things SG can do to a hero if the player base are expecting something new. Otherwise, from their point of view, since we don't really care so much about the 175% damage to all enemies, since as I just said at the beginning, it was pretty negligible, how about we make it even more negligible, but this time, instead of only absorbing 28% of the health generation that they get, like the heal that they get, why not make it 40%? And 40% is huge, because let's look at, for example, let's not talk about Cleopatra, the one from Season 5 where they heal 60% of everybody's health. That's just bloody absurd, by the way. How about any other hero? Like, for example, if you look at, I don't know, Ariel, for example, which only heals, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We could go and have a look at it. Let's go and have a look at it. So Ariel is only healing 40% health. So which means she's potentially not going to heal you at all if Elizabeth fires. So that's a good point for Elizabeth here, the new Elizabeth. And negative 28% mana generation, some people wouldn't realize this, but negative 24, negative 28 sometimes have their significance when it comes to making a match or not, especially if you do not have maxed mana troops in terms of their maximum mana bonus that you get. So, and being right now with how the current meta is going, a lot of these heroes do give mana generation. For example, there is a certain blue color mechanical looking hippo that gives mana generation to everyone. There is a certain Grandmama Ninja that gives mana generation to everyone. You do not get them if this Spider Fiend hits you. So I would say this is okay. This is okay. I'm not gonna say she's the best right now. Like, I wouldn't use her personally in wars, maybe. I'm not too sure, but definitely is a better stat wise. The amount here, like 40% to the 40% health removal and negative 28% mana generation, I would say that makes her a pretty good area for support. Like, you can put her in a support position, and she might function really well. The only problem is being average speed, obviously, 8 tiles. One wonders whether you could get these 8 tiles as a support, because typically when you play support, when you have support heroes, you want them to be either fast or very fast. So let's see how this goes. I'm really interested to see how this new Elizabeth will feature, whether or not she'll be as strong, as what I think she looks. Bear in mind, I'm not going to be talking much about the stats, because it is going to be very hard for you to discern whether or not you will use her at this particular, double limit broken stage. Counter attack is good. Fiend resist sucks, but yeah, counter attack, this one is definitely way better. So let's look at another one. Oh, he disappeared. Alright. So Dr. Moreau, he graduated from being a paladin, from being a guy with no cap, and now he's got a cap. So it's, instead of attack up, is special boost, which is roughly the same. So initially he was dealing 270% damage to the target and nearby enemies at fast speed. That's pretty good. Now, and this is going to be oh no, he can't do it. Oh, that's sad. That's too bad. Okay, so being a rogue, 265 damage to the target and nearby enemies, that's fine. I mean, if you look at it, the stats are pretty okay if you're embleming him for attack. And I think rogue does have quite a few attack nodes as well, if I'm not mistaken. The kicker here is, instead of giving you 35% accuracy, they give 40% accuracy, and not for 3 turns, 4 turns. And the effect duration resets if the target is healed. So I think this one is a bit of an upgrade, but if you're looking for someone that it's basically to combine with something like Guardian Panther or some other defense down, he's not going to guarantee you the kill, but he's going to make everybody blind. So again, it's more of flex, kind of like a flex spot, something similar to like Capri, because if you want to combine Capri with damage, for example, defense down heroes, hit trees and that sort of stuff, then you're not using the Fiend portion of Capri. The similar thing here with Moreau. You will most likely want to benefit from that blind, that negative 40% accuracy, which is pretty high, by the way. And yeah, I think that probably makes him more of a flex rather than a core in a hit tree position. So yeah, that's my take on this. Pretty good. I would say it's still pretty good. I don't use Moreau. I do have a base Moreau, but haven't leveled him at all. But yeah, not sure how this. You notice how the trend is similar. It's basically tweaking a little bit of numbers here, putting a little bit numbers there, and they call it a costume. Come on, SG, you're more creative than this. All right, let's look at the next one. Lepiota. So instead of a sorcerer, she is now a wizard. And I think for this case, being a sorcerer was so much better because there are off chances where you can kind of slow down the attack, the charging of the special skills on the defense if you're using Lepiota on offense, which I believe you should. Nobody should be using Lepiota on defense. I think she sucks on defense, but on offense, she is brilliant. So, what changed this time? So we kind of know, right, from the past two costumes, that this is just going to be tweaking of numbers. So I wouldn't bore you with reading the whole thing again. Let's have a look at what has changed. So initially she deals 158% damage to a target. This time it's just an initial 150% damage, not too significant. She deals 203 damage per turn while the target is in abyss. This one previously was 121 damage, so it's more damage this time while being in the abyss ghost form. Let me see. Where is the... Okay, so it lasts 4 turns, abyss lasts 4 turns, this one lasts 4 turns as well. So same thing. I think it's just basically for stat bumping. And please note, with this, I would say that it might be better to use the regular version. And hear me out for this. If you have a bard, a magic troop at level 29 or 30 on her, the full costume bonus, the sorcerer class mana node at 4%, she is going to fire in regular wars at very fast speed, assuming you don't have any other season 4 heroes on it. And why does that matter? It matters a lot when it comes to dictating the tempo of the game. Okay, why do they disappear? Come on, man. Okay, so it's kind of like how I reviewed the second costume for Liana. If you're able to use her snipe at very fast speed, she becomes absolutely amazing. Lepiota at fast speed has always been good. Now imagine her at very fast speed. 2 purple matches and you are sending someone to the abyss. 2 more purple matches after that, you are sending someone else to the abyss. That is a lot of tempo that you gain when you are using her in wars, in raids, potentially in events as well. If you're not looking to be competitive, she is also really good as well. So I think in this case, thanks to the costume bonus, I'm putting her regular side to still be way better than the costume version, and it's only because of this mana node. I think she'll be really good. Like, if I get the costume, I'm immediately putting emblems onto her. I have one unleveled, and I'm going to keep the second one this time if I get her, just solely on the fact that she's able to go off at very fast, and that kind of keeps up the tempo. You're able to shut down double limit broken Ludwigs at very fast speed. You're able to shut down Aramis if he's being an annoying prick, for tank. She's able to shut down a lot of the key nuisances. Is that how you pronounce nuisances? Okay, the key annoying ones basically in on the defense, and I think that's really, really good. I think Lepiota is really, really strong. So the final one, oh god, can we not change while I am talking about one hero? Where is it? The last one, and I think it's one that I really like, Lidenbrock. Now, originally, okay, cleanser status ailments from all allies being the first line is really, really good. Boost health of all allies by 200, and then they gain 600 boosted health over 4 turns, which is 150 per turn. And it resets every time they get a new ailment. Now, she is now a monk, so 4% mana. Please take note, monk has 4% mana node again. It's going to come back when I talk about her a little bit more. She does the same thing, cleanses status ailments from all allies, that's really good as well. Boost health of all allies by 500 this time, so there is an initial strong boost of health. 500 is really quite a lot. All allies regenerate 400 boosted health, so they reduce the boosted health, but this thing will keep going. And now, why I think the costume is so much better? Again, if you have a level 29 or 30 magic or Styx troops, a bard in the same team, she is able to go off in 9 tiles instead of the usual 10 or 11 if you are a fast if you have the mana node selected properly because of a costume bonus. 5%, this is similar to being Lady of the Lake. Lady of the Lake, the reason why I use Lady of the Lake in my raids or in war is because she is able to fire in 9 tiles with a bard and with a magic troop, as well with the costume bonus. So that makes her potentially quite fast. If you look at it, she gains 20% mana at the start of the battle. If you're able to cobble her up in 20% mana, that's 1.8. She's able to fire in about 8 tiles. That's really strong. I think that's really, really strong, given all the circumstances that are out here. I think she's really, really good. So it's kind of sad that they did not feature Lidenbrock here, but I think Lidenbrock and Lepiota are the key ones, I would say, the main ones that I think people would be pulling for them. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing any pulls. I did tell myself that we should not be spending so much now that they are still increasing the pace of which new heroes are coming out. For all you know, there might be something better along the lines. Morel could be getting a costume. Snowford, for all its past glory, might be getting a costume. You never know. Zenda, I don't think so. He's quite new, so probably won't get a costume. But Octros maybe will get a costume. Zenobia, if they want to tweak the numbers a little bit, she might be what Titan heroes should actually be. She might be hitting Portos level for some reason. Yeah, maybe that. Hulda getting a costume would be sick. But yeah, so maybe I'll just do one pull here. We're gonna hope for something, but maybe let's do a little bit of a gambler's placebo kind of thing. Let's see. Oh, it's a 1-star. Oh, it's another 1-star. What do we get? Oh, it's a 2-star. Oh, we're moving up the ranks. Oh, hey, it's a troop. Oh, hey, it's another troop. You know what? Let's just do one pull. See what we get. A green, so it's none of these. You get old grandpa. But anyways, folks, good luck in getting one of these costumes. I think for me personally, Lepiota and Lidenbrock will be the best pulls from this current portal iteration. So if you get them, congrats. For those who are also getting Moreau or Elizabeth, good luck, congrats as well. Do let me know what you think of them in the comments. And yeah, best of luck to your pulls. GG.